Hey guys, welcome to another Swap Meet Sunday. And this time I actually picked up a bunch of action figures, so let's check them out. Okay, so I actually found this Japanese robot here, and all he's missing is really just his sword. But he's a combiner robot, so it's a bird, and there's also like a lion. At least I think it's a lion, and a dragon, and there's the wings for the dragon right there. But it's a combiner robot, and like I said, he's just missing his sword. And yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty cool. So I got this guy. He's from the Brave series. The name escapes me right now. But yeah, he's pretty cool. It's a bootleg, and I actually have another bootleg from the Brave series that we'll be looking at later. So for now, yeah, this is what I got to show you guys. All right, and speaking of combiner robots, we also have this another bootleg. I kind of just found him in a box, but it's I'm not too familiar with the Transformer names, but then again, I'm more familiar with the G.I. Joe names now, unlike before. Same with the He-Man figures, so I'm pretty sure I will eventually become familiar with all the G.I. Joe or Transformer names. But I got this guy, and I think his name was Devastator that he makes. Either way, yeah, he's a bootleg, because if we look at his at the Decepticon logo, we can see that it doesn't have any eyes. So yeah, I actually have another bootleg of the entire robot, and the logo is completely different. So this one's a little bit closer to the Decepticon logo. The other one, I don't know, it's like a Decepticon head with like a star or something like that. But you guys will be seeing a review of that later on in 2018. Alright, moving along. So I ended up getting this guy for 50 cents. It's a Fifth Element Zorg figure from Funko and Super 7. So that's pretty cool. Mrs. Holly actually noticed that it was actually stapled back on the card. But I really don't care. These figures are really cool. And I've always wanted one, and now I have one. Even though I haven't really seen any. Like, I've seen the movie like twice ever in my life, and that was when it first came out. So I don't really remember much about it, but I know it's like a popular movie or whatever. So it's kind of cool just to kind of have the figure of John Leguizamo. And it's funny because I was telling Mrs. Holly, hey, look, he has the haircut that people have nowadays, that young kids have nowadays. So I thought that was kind of funny. And I also like that the little helmet thing is clear on his head, so that's pretty cool. Okay, and then one of my favorite series of all time, one of my favorite animes, is Macross, and I have a Robotech figure here. I think this is the like a Robotech Master or something like that. I don't remember what these guys are called, but yes, this is my second Robotech figure ever. They don't come up really often at the swap meets. So that's really cool that I actually found this guy. And I'm pretty sure he was missed because, I mean, does that look like a Robotech guy to you? So, yeah, so I got him. I'm still looking for more Zentradi. The other one I have is a Zentradi, but miniaturized. So it's just like the size of a G.I. Joe. Okay, and a lot of you know, if you guys are subscribed to my channel, you guys know that I like the core. And I got another Shadow figure, so that's pretty cool. It took a while for me to get my first Shadow version 1 figure, and now I have 2 of them finally. He's a little bit loose, but it's always good to just have another figure, especially if it's Shadow, because Shadow is really awesome. Okay, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from this, but I think you could tell from the back there that I really don't mind Star Wars Power of the Force 2 figures, and I actually got quite a few right here. So I got some Power of the Force 2 figures. I do want to do a review on them. I know some of you guys are probably booing at me right now because, you know, Power of the Force 2, that, yep, unpure. Well, you know what, the first time I watched the first Star Wars movie was actually the special edition. I had watched Empire before that on, I think, like, on some kind of movie channel when I was even younger. But anyway, I remember when Special Edition came out, I was super excited, and then Power of the Force 2 came out, And I was really excited about that, but I never owned any of those figures. But anyway, so let's see. I got Grand Moff Tarkin. So I got that to start off. I also have Luke in the Stormtrooper disguise. I have an Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca. So it's probably one of my favorites because his hair is like split down the middle. So and then that was pretty cool in the '90s. So I really was digging that as a kid. I have a Jedi Luke, and it's really loose, and I really hated it when they have their hands like that because what does it look like he's doing? So yeah, don't make their hands like that anymore. Well, I don't think they will anymore anyway. Okay, so we have Endor Leia, which is cool. She came with a snowspeeder, but this is what I found. I found her like this with her gun. So Endor Leia, one of my favorite figures. Just any of them, really. I really like Endor Leia. I got a Sand Trooper right there. All these need a good washing, and I also have to find all the weapons for them. And then we have a Han in his Hoth outfit. So this one, he's supposed to have the lightsaber. You can see how his hand is. So this is when the rescue Han. And then, of course, I also found a Princess Leia in her slave outfit. So that's pretty cool. She's just missing her... Actually, I think this one came with the cannon. So I'm missing the cannon and her staff for that one. Okay, so if you guys are done booing at me because of Power of the Force 2 figures, I do have some vintage figures. So I got that covered as well. There's no way I was going to let these guys go. So you can continue booing me for a little bit more. But I do have an Ewok here, low gray, I believe. So that's my first Ewok in my Star Wars collection. So there he is right there. Got that guy. I also have Weequay, which I believe I already have the weapon for. My brother-in-law used to have the weapon. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, my brother-in-law passed away like in the '90s, and when I got married to Mrs. Holly, my mother-in-law gave me my brother-in-law's action figures, and he had a bunch of Star Wars figures and weapons, and one of those weapons, which I really do think I have it, I gotta double check, but is Weequay's weapon. So that means that he had Weequay, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be adding that to his collection since I have that kind of separated from everything else. We also have a Bespin Guard, so that's pretty cool. Mrs. Holly was rummaging through a bin, and she missed him because I double checked, and there he was. So I got him. But what she didn't miss was these two AT-AT
it's pronounced AT-AT.
So I got two AT-AT drivers here.
Not AT-AT.
And so that's pretty cool. So now I have them, but I don't have an AT-AT because yeah, when I find it for a good price, it usually gets snatched up real quick, or it's just too expensive. So one day I will have that, since that's one of my favorite vehicles, the AT-AT. So
calling it an AT-AT.
So yes, I got that. So that's really cool. And so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my pickups for this past Sunday, for Swapmeet Sunday, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.